Pressure, live from Studio One. Wow, can't believe it, yeah? Feel like I'm on the Ellen show, you get me? You get me though? Into outer entering, the sounds, Ted Patterson on the drums. Love is the answer, yeah? Sending it out to all the lockdown crew. Going out to Jessica, Stacey, all the girl them, yeah? So yeah, tonight's show, all about DJ Touch, yeah. A whole 30 years, and what a pleasure it is today to be here with Valerie Maxfield. We're going to discuss a few highs and lows, achievements and goals, yeah. The whole history of feminine pressure. Good gosh. So a little 30-minute mix, maybe a little bit shorter. Just waiting for the signal from Val, yeah? All these tunes have got a meaning. Going out to Grant Small. Also going out to Mr. Booker T. this one out.
And that's why, baby, you don't
Especially
wonder why
to Michael Gray, yeah?
I love you.
When a remix or a new version
I need you.
sounds just as better or as good as
To have
the original one, yeah?
I need you.
Michael Gray, Break for Love, absolutely love this one.
Now,
Going out to the New World Festival crew, Asploidy T. That's on the 17th of July. All the Centreforce crew DJs there too. On the whole of Funky Essex are going to be in the place to be, yeah? Got something to look forward to this summer. Oh, it's been a long time coming, that event, yeah? Finally, going out to PSG. Also out to Cell too, yeah? Easy, brother.
for love. Break. For love. Break. For love. Break. For love. Break. For love. Break, 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 for love. Break. For love. Break. For love.
Yes, going out to the Three Amigos. Locked in, yeah? That's the one that Rebecca, also going out to Graham. All the HMP crew. Easy. What's happening, yeah? Also going out to Becky Tipping. I see you locked in tight, yeah? Yes, Becky. Going out to all my Garage Nation massive, yeah? Just another couple of months. Gonna be raving hard again soon, yeah? So going out to Mitch and Dave, all the crew. So Dirty Cash here takes me right back. She's also going out to the crew over there in Canada. Feminine Pressure ladies, yeah. Jessica, glad to see you, yeah. time, Liz Button, all crew. Mr. Fogg, what's happening? Johnny K, MJ Morgan. Also Trixie. I see you locked in tight. Oh yeah. So, back to the mixture. my mum on the phone line, yeah? Mum! That's Lady Baby Sham, by the way. All the Watchford crew, yeah? Essex Massive locked in tight. Don't forget. Got another few minutes with me in the mix, yeah? Then we're going to go into a bit of an interview, yeah? Oh, me? Really? What do you want to talk about me for? Really? So going out to my feminine pressure crew locked in, yeah? Smith, Bennett, Benny Snow. Oh yeah, also going out to Tommy Lee Best. I see you in the chat room, yeah? Give me a break, yeah? Trying to have a little mix here, yeah? What's going on? It's from Mum, yeah? Just want to say, yeah? I would be nothing without all my labels backing me and supporting me and all of my fans, yeah? A big part of me is you. Don't forget that, yeah? A lady like Trixie, also the one like Peter Scott, yeah? Also Pete the driver. Yes, fresh out there on Co Blue. And this is the classified remix, yeah? A bit later on for the old Sovereign mix, yeah, which is absolutely wicked too, yeah? Going out to the one they call Lars. Also going out to Big Man and his ship too. It's alright. It's all about me now. yeah?
No.
No, keep going, yeah? If you know me, and you listen to my tune, then you know, whatever mood I'm in, I'm playing them tunes. Going out to Masquerade on this one, Sampledemic remix, yeah? Point Blank Recordings, my boys. Yes, yes, going out to one like Paul, each and every time. Next one up is going to be a tough culture. Because we all have a tough jam, yeah? Yes, we do. So, one more from me, yeah? We'll see how we get on, yeah? Easy going out to Lee Firm, locked in. Also going out to all my family. Love you all lots. Going out to Tommy Lee. And not forgetting the Endra.
But don't believe you ever need. Baby, you ever need, you never stop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Clang, 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 clang. Clang, clang. Clang, 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 clang. You ever know when, oh when, you ever need my life.
the live stream on YouTube, Mixcloud, Twitch, whatever you want. Valerie's got that, yeah? She's got you covered. She's my girl, yeah? And now we're going to sit down and talk.
Oi, oi!
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi!
Oh, that's a bit better. Can you hear me alright, yeah?
Yes, I can. I tell you what, one thing I have to say is the people who've made money through COVID are one, Zoom, OBS, all the telephone companies, internet, everybody. Because you could hear, it's funny because you're trying to play. I was raving. I took it offline. I was partying. And then there was bits that when I was like, I don't care, internet, just keep playing. We don't care. We're here to have a party. But before I even go in, it's to say, DJ Touch in the house.
Oi, oi. Yeah, I feel like I'm on the Ellen show. Like, hi, Valerie Max still show. What's going on? Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. It's
This
so
is the
cute,
this is the platform that everybody comes on and has a wicked time. I don't care who. And thank you.
Freedom to party at Valerie
Yeah.
Max.
We just did it. Oh, I love your t-shirt. Does that say Flex FM?
It says
Funky Flex.
SX.
Oh, okay.
Funky S. Oh, Funky SX.
Yeah, I just realised.
Station. Look.
Yeah.
And it's a small. Look, by the way, small. So it's I lost weight on my massive keep fit thing that I done this year through lockdown. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm a size small again.
Fantastic. So, for everybody that doesn't know, you know, DJ Touch is part of Feminine Pressure, who's Stacey McIntyre, who's solidly has been just like literally just texting me, oh, share, I need to share. And I was like, oh my God, links. She, you know, that's the other half of Feminine Pressure, which is Stacey McIntyre. Hi, Stacey. I know that you're in the chat room there somewhere. And to all your followers, hi. Thank you for following us today. DJ, how are you doing, my darling?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Holding up.
Yes,
The,
under the
worldwide
circumstances.
situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going to go down that route. We're going to go down there.
Yeah, we are.
Look, listen, everybody, DJ Touch is a foundation of the females that have been in the industry. And it's funny because while we were, it turns out that while we were sound checking, my brother came and pressed the stream button, and there these two were catching up with each other because apparently you both went to school together. How mad is that?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
It's so crazy.
I know. And I kept thinking, well, I how come I didn't see her when I was at school? Do you know what I mean? That's crackers. Do you know what I mean? He walked, he goes, oh, I know her. And I went, how? How the hell? Hey, Johnny. Hey, MC Johnny K's just joined us in the house as well. Big up, my darling. Hey, Johnny, how you doing, babe? Valerie. Yeah, I've got him, and I'm not even saying anything. I've got him. Hopefully, we can move a bit out of lockdown. It's so difficult to actually do it where everyone's face-to-face music, you know, without the face-to-face. But hopefully by the end of this month, shows will be together where people can still be interviewed and do the shows. But anyway, enough about that. Thank you for coming on the shows today. There's a lot of people talking. You can't see the chat room, but I can. So people are saying big up to you, to the lovely DJ Touch. Touch, I know where you come from now, but Touch, where did you come from? Please introduce yourself to my audience.
Okay, so my name's Julie, to those that like to call me Julie, which is quite common. And I was born in Tooting, so I'm a South London bird, but I was raised in Leighton and Stratford and Walthamstow, so I was more East London. Honestly, I would say I'm North London, to be honest, because I spent then, from like 7 onwards until I was 32 in Walthamstow, North East London. So that's where I'm from, and that's me. Yeah.
Oh, that's you. She says. Okay. Your formative years, as you said, you were in. When did you start DJing? To be correct, when did you start DJing really? And what was the love? What made you think that I could step up with the boys and start DJing?
Well, I think like early in my life, I had a paper round when I was like 11, and I was like buying 7-inch records from Woolworths in Walthamstow High Street.
Oh, really?
And I did like a Thursday night after school paper round as well.
Yeah.
Just to get more and more records, and so I had like a record collection already. But I think when I was at rock bottom, I was 21 in a 20-floor flat in London, East London, in Chingford, on your housing estate there, and I was at absolute rock bottom, and I just had this amazing dream that I was meant to be somebody, but at the time, that day, I didn't know quite what it was going to be. Then I met Dave, our joint friend.
Yes. Yes.
Dave,
Yeah.
in ministry, on a beanbag. Funny enough, watching Backdrops. I think it was Backdraft.
Backdrafts. Yeah. Bloody hell.
Became really good friends. Yeah, it was remember Backdraft. Watching Backdraft. I was like, I'm scared.
I loved it.
And then we got he was involved. No, he was watching Backdraft on a beanbag, and he was involved in rain dance, and that was like my dream job was like go on, to sell water in rain dance or something. I just wanted a job in the rave thing, but after hanging out with him and all the musicians that I was beginning to meet, we went to rain dance in Marbella, and it was in a bull ring. There'd been a bullfight like 2 days before on the Sunday. It was really smelly, but we was all in the bull ring at this big massive rave. It was Slipmat, SL2, everyone.
Guys, classic.
Out there. And then and then I've gone up into this top room, and there was this girl, and she was a normal girl, and she's just being like me, normal. And then she went on stage, and it was DJ Rap, and she just cut out that beat, and that crowd went absolutely mental, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe this normal person was actually, DJ Rap, and I realised that actually I'm a normal person. Maybe I could give it a little shot.
Yeah.
And that's how it all sort of started, really.
Oh.
Flying back home, I knew I was going to do something, but I didn't know quite
What?
how long
Yeah.
I'd be at it, and if it'd be as the 30 years it is.
So DJ Rap was your influence. Did you hear me? So DJ Rap was your influence.
Yeah, I mean, she was, because she's from Walthamstow as well. It was
Yeah.
absolutely remarkable. She was local. I heard about her. So I'd say more, the influence really for me was on Centreforce, listening to them. Danielle, these little sexy little boys.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be a female doing it. That made me.
Oh, there we go again.
Want to do it.
Yeah.
So a strong, amazing woman has done that for me. So that was the beginning of it, really.
So, okay, so DJ Rap, you decided to yourself, okay, I want to do that. I want the buzz. I want to entertain. I want to play music. So you went out and bought your first set of decks and You know, because it was vinyl, I would guess in those times. It wasn't CDs. What sort of music did you start playing?
Yeah, well, it was vinyl, and I bought myself the very first set of decks, and they used to laugh at them because they were like belt drive decks, like DLP ones or something, you know, they weren't even direct drives. And I was really good on them, like I could really mix on the belt drive decks. And then I was starting my sort of like university sort of studies, and my very first student loan come through, and that was it. Wallop, £500 a pair of decks. Went out and bought them the next day, got the Technics, and then started buying more and more vinyl. I mean, Timmy Magic from the Dream Team.
Oh, my
Was
Timmy.
the one that taught me to mix. So he came
Oh,
to my house.
really?
Yeah, my lovely Timmy. I love
Oh,
Timmy.
Timmy
I miss
Magic.
him so much.
I know. Oh,
Timmy Magic, the best mixer ever.
oh my God, he is
Absolutely
just.
superior mixer.
He's
And
my.
he came round, he was going, oh, so you get the kick and like you get the snare and all that. And like when he went, I was like, Dave, what's a kick and snare? You know what I mean? That's so hilarious. Like I had no idea anyone was talking about. But yeah, so that was really funny. But you know, like what's a kick, by the way? You know, oh, it's a drum. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'll call it a doof. You know, doof doof. You know, things like that. That just the girl in me. Do you know what I mean? It was Timmy. Timmy taught me, and I made sure that I was proud. I made him proud. I really wanted
Fantastic.
to make him proud that he taught me.
Yeah.
So,
What sort of
I know
music
I
did you
have.
start playing? It wasn't what music did you actually start playing? What was your, you know, like, okay, there was drum and bass, there's rave music, there's acid house. What did you actually go into first and foremost?
Well, personally, it was what was about in the vinyl shops at the time, which was like the American house, really. We called it soft house. Like it didn't really have. It was garage, which is kind of like Chicago based. But this is very, very early, before like the same year Ministry started importing all these great Chicago
Yes,
DJs.
yes.
Kenny Carpenter and all them guys. It was just so inspirational.
Yeah.
So that was the music that was about, and it was getting the good ones out of that, you know, like hunting down the tunes. So it was soft house, and it was the chill out room in a rave. So if we played at, you know, at any big rave, we was always in the chill out room. It was like, oh, you're the chill out DJs, right? The garage soft house DJs. But that was the beginning for me. I mean, and even now, I still play them tunes at 30 years old. I still play them.
So who gave you your first?
Same value musically.
Yeah. Who gave you your first start or chance to DJ, to actually say, I'm DJ Touch? I love the smile on your face.
We're in a club somewhere, you know, like, yeah. And then, like, someone's like, hey, yeah, like, what's your DJ name? And I was like, yeah. Like, I was thinking, I ain't even got a DJ name. And then he goes, oh, what decks you got? So I got Technics. He goes, oh, it's a touch. And I was like, that's a touch. That's a touch. That's how I got the name. His name, I think, was, like, really long, like DJ George Washington or something. And I said to him, it's a bit long to go on a flyer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a huge name.
Yeah.
And then I walked home and I said to Dave, I'm DJ Touch, and that was it. That's how Touch came about. My first gig was at Cambridge City Football Club. I don't know how random that is, but that was the first gig. And they put me on the flyer as DJ Touch bracket Ministry of Sounds. I was like well stressed out all the way in the car being sick. Going, I'm not from Ministry of Sounds. But it was good. It was with Boogaloo. And Boogaloo's since passed on, so R.I.P. Boogaloo. He was my MC, and he gave me that courage to do it because I was a bit scared.
So
Definitely.
and DJ Touch was born.
Yeah.
So the journey is, here we are. You are now DJ Touch. You've got your techniques. You got your first chance. You're at Chelmsford City Football Club. Which is, to me, I think that's a great start because obviously, you know, it's a football club. But was it that easy? Because how many other females were around, apart from rap, was DJing?
Well, to be honest,
On your circuit, especially.
I mean, to get into my route has been through the Pirates, and I out for women DJs. I mean, there was none when I went out. When I actually decided to really go for it, there was no female DJs out there. You had Daniela Montana. She's on Centerforce doing her thing, and then Rap I think went off to LA, and then it was just me. And purely out of spite that I was the only girl, that I wanted to just continue doing it as much as I could do, and try and get other women to look at me like I did at DJ Rap, and get them to go, oh, she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, to
And
be an
so
inspiration.
The pressure thing was born. Yeah, DJ Blush, my first girl, she was actually my fan, and she kept phoning me up at the station. It turned out she lived round the corner, and so I invited her down to Freak FM, and we went on Freaky. I can't remember his name now. I will do. That's a long time ago. He just shouted out "feminine pressure in the building" or something like that, and that was it. We were stuck, and it was me and Blush. We loved that name, and I stayed with that name. Blush was with me for a couple of years, and she had a car accident, so she stopped for a few years, and then I just took it on its journey.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought always Feminine Pressure was yourself and Stacey, which I'll come to that later on down in the show. Do you know what I mean? You know, but I'm going to go do a little bit of history. Let me just jump into a bit of history about you, to be fair. I'd like to, you know, and I hope you don't mind. I know you've got your lovely son. I'm going to show this, but just let's get a bit of personal touch with yourself. So I don't know if anyone can see this on the screen. I'm going to bring this and transition this over. Who's that? Can you see that?
Yeah, that's my son Chris.
Oh, he's such a cutie.
Yeah, I can see that. So that's Chris. I think 32 now.
Wow.
And he was 3 when I first started DJing. That's the first year. We just got back from Spain, I think, then in that picture. I got a bit of a suntan. It's not like me. And so I think me and David in Spain to come back, and that was Chris. And he did my first jingles for me. My mum's DJ Touch and all stuff like that. He used to do all my jingles, come to the radio with me. And I was different to the other girls because I was a parent. You know, I was a mum, and I had to juggle music, full-time job, parenting, all that sort of stuff. But Chris he went with the flow of it. You know, he's a garage baby, and even now, you know, he's, Mum, why do I know all the songs? That, I think I brainwashed him.
Because you properly
that's
did.
Another one. Look at that one.
I
See
know
that one
you were a minx, weren't you?
Yeah, that was.
You're a
I
proper
was
minx.
9 months pregnant in that picture.
Wow.
I know. How about that? 9 months
Wow.
pregnant. That was in Touch magazine in 1998. That was.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that picture. It's one of my favourite pictures.
Oh my word.
It's one of my favourite pictures.
Oh
that was
my.
And I always wanted to be in Touch magazine. But like when they ring you up, it's like, hi, would you like to be in a magazine? I was like, can you believe it? I'm 9 months pregnant. Like, why would they want to take a picture of me? Like of all times in my life, I did not want to photograph.
No, you were a minx.
9 months pregnant.
You were a proper minx, darling.
Yeah, I was a little minx.
Yeah, a little minx. Was a little minx.
There's both my kids. You know what I mean?
And I mean, in your journey, you know, you've got your son, you're DJing, and I've got some beautiful graduation photos of you as well. I'm going to put them all up. What did you study?
So that one there, that was the Bachelor of Arts in Music Production. That was
Wow.
Creative Music Production at the University of Kent.
Oh wow.
That was a full BA honours, and to get the honours, the bracket honours, after my name I've got so many letters, but to get the honours you have to do a dissertation. And that one there's the first year of my HND. That was the first one. That was 3 years to do that. I look exhausted in that picture actually. Look at you.
You know, she does look exhausted.
But I failed the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look exhausted. I failed the first year, resat it. The HND took 3 years, and the BA was like another 2 years on top. So I did 5 years, you know. And then I started getting really greedy, I wanted another graduation.
I know,
Like,
right?
yeah, look, Ree's lucky. So there I am. That was my graduation at South East Essex. Um, sorry about that. That's my ring.
That's okay. That's okay.
Excuse me. Yes, that one there. That was my PGC. That's my postgraduate, and that's what I got when I became a qualified teacher of music and music technology. So music production, DJing, and anything techie and music. That was my game, and that was my PGCE. So my postgraduate. So my level 6.
And then
Yeah,
here you
that's
go.
lovely,
And then you still and you got a write up. Here you go. You also got how to DJ properly. You got a write up in the. Do you know what I mean? The guide of how to DJ properly.
In that How to DJ Properly guide, it's a great guide because in there is like my heroes, like DJ Cuba, Pete Tong, all the big guns are in there. Grandmaster Flash, all the people that really, really inspired my early music are all in this book, and I'm in there under the How to Be a Girl section. I can't remember which page number it is. How to Be a Girl DJ.
Yeah, I'm looking down on it because I'm looking down and I'm reading it. I'm going, oh, yeah. Oh my word! You, I mean,
what I was saying, what they said was, DJ Touch is not a female name. I'm DJ Touch, and I didn't want anyone to know I was a girl when I first started out. So that's what I used to promote a lot of the time on my website and on my my whole promotion that I do. That was what I sort of was going with. So yeah, that's really cool. Another thing about that book is they keep bringing out new versions, and I keep checking to make sure I'm still in it. And I'm still in it every time. Yeah, I'm like, I get worried like they took me out. Am I out of the game now? And every time.
that's your little claim. Yeah, you got to claim it.
What's so fantastic about that book is I use it as my teaching resource for 7 years. To teach fully from that book. And it went into all the schools, and I got it into all the universities, and it's sold so many, and I've pushed it to be on all the educational training lists, especially through my teaching. So, they've done a lot of good out of me being in that book. But How to Be a Girl is saying you don't have to be Little Miss Mix-It. You don't have to name yourself a woman. You should just be your name.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be I'm a girl. Me personally, I don't think it's ideal. But there's loads of girls, and they've come up with lots of different names. But longevity-wise, you think about those people that are big in the game and they're a long, long time. Like Rap, her name is Rap. Okay, it's not Jackie or Karen or it's
Yeah.
Rap. And that's my thing. My name is Touch. Yeah, I think they know I'm a girl now. I think they found out in the end.
But I'm going to come back to the fact that you've done all this education, but there's more to you that meets the eye. As I said, you studied your craft, you DJ, but in between all of that, you still have to live and be a family. Away from the music, what else do you do? Because you've just mentioned teaching. So where do you teach?
So, I started off at Canterbury College. My teacher, who sat me down after the disastrous first year, and said to me that what work I was doing was distinction. I just wasn't doing enough work. And he sat me down and he said to me, if you can just get through another year, they'd like to consider me to be a DJ teacher at the college. So off I went, and I really applied myself that second year, which was my first year resit. And I'd done really well, and I started writing courses. I started writing courses for Canterbury College. Then I wrote them for Pearson's, BTEC that are out today. I wrote courses for them, NCFE, all the City and Guilds, so many different exam boards that I started writing for, and bringing in DJ technology as one of those sort of vocational subjects where people could train to be a DJ. Like they could be a chef or they could be any other. There was nothing before I come along, and I really pushed that through the education, through the exam.
Wow.
And that obviously had a knock-on effect. So in know, it's like another feather in my cap.
Fantastic.
It's me saying people can do radio, they can do DJing. They haven't got to be brilliant at anything in particular, but if you've got a passion and you like music, you know, you could actually get through. So I started doing stuff for NACRO, which is the young men's charity that supports men, you know, coming out of prison and trying to keep them from getting into trouble in the first place. That I started doing quite a long time ago, so about 12 years ago, maybe a bit longer. And then I went into the crew schools, and of course DJing is really big in the game for some of them young people. You know, for me to come in and smash out a mix and make jump phase,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And of course in a crew school they loved all that. It was like, oh my god, this teacher's so cool. I was like, yeah, you know I'm cool. And so I went into a school called the Rowans in Medway, which was just getting there with Ofsted. And I was a bit of a BTEC guru, so I went in a fantastic management team in that school, and we fought a battle, and we fought hard, and we turned the school around into a amazing, and it still is today, an outstanding crew for these young people with all kinds of issues, and Senko and special needs, everything like that. How much we've been able to reach out to these kids, and we made the news that year, like 2014, 2015. I got Teacher of the Year award with the rest of the school for being like great. There was just literally 7 teachers that done it, and we done that. So I did get Kent Teachers of the Year award.
Oh my God! Yeah. Wow. Wow.
I
So
know.
it's just, so I'm gonna bring it forward. So we've heard about the feathers in your bow. You know, you're teaching, but you also deal with mentoring, and you mentor people to do, you know, especially in the current climate that we're in. How have you coped dealing with the fact that you can't exactly go out there and do gigs? You've got to be at home. Everyone's got to be in lockdown. How are you coping with it all?
Well, I the first lockdown, we just went on a radio tour, which was streaming from here, but on every station. You know, like you're saying about the Zoom, they make a fortune, don't they?
Right.
Microsoft Teams and Butt and all the rest of them, you know. So we went on a little tour, and that sort of like kept my mental health sort of quite proactive. But I lost my job the minute of the lockdown, which was on the 21st of March, and I really didn't need to be losing my job right there. But I was a hotel recruiter. I was taking a break from teaching, and I lost my job. Came home from work absolutely broken because I was in the middle of, you know, other things going on in my life, and then an agency phoned me up and said, well, would you like to go and do some work for the prison service? So I went in, just did some chef work, because I'm also like a chef, and I could do home care. I'm so talented, I can do anything.
Jesus.
So I went into the prison service as a chef, and I was like, oh my god, like one day, like, how the hell did I end up in here? Do you know what I mean? But I absolutely loved it. I really liked that kind of work. I'm always for the underdog. You know, I've always repped the underdog. So then, you know, roll on a couple of months later, another situation came up, another opportunity came to bring in radio into the prison service. There was an opportunity that came up, and I went for it, and I went for it big time. And we've got, I can't say too much where I work, etc., but we've got the radio, it's in there, and the men really love it, and we're pushing forward with new courses and education in there, and that was something that I never thought I would be doing a year ago. Absolutely would not believe that where I am now, with regards, but to also, for me personally, I had to go and do more refresher courses on mental health, because I could see my colleagues, my friends, my family, other DJs, people all falling apart around me, and so I done the mental health first aid course.
First aider, yeah.
Yeah, I'm mental health first
That's right.
Mentor. So I'm now doing that. I'm just finishing that qualification, and I've now got a set of people that I coach and mentor, and help when they're feeling down. They can speak to me, and I'm such a great listener. And I really, really believe that all of my skills, everything together, from the pirate days to the North London thing, the garage scene, the education, the university, the bringing up my children on my own, all of those things make me who I am now, which makes me able to reach out to so many more people.
Yeah, yeah. So, in other
People
words,
that
life
that
experience,
never
isn't it?
normally think I could reach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
life
Life
experience.
experience is, you can't buy that.
No,
You
no.
have to earn it. Do you know what I mean?
I always say to people, which is, um, there's a lot of people that can give advice, but sometimes you got to be careful who you're taking the advice from, because if that's just my motto, that's just my theory. You can always imagine yourself in a situation is different from actually living the situation. So, if you know you have a voice, you use it because you've had life experience. You're not imagining it. And hence this is why the show really is called Standing in My Truth. So I'm so glad that you're saying things like that, because it is your life experience that you're now able to impart and be able to understand, because you've got to have understanding when it comes to mental health. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I think with mental health, like it's only recently when I've done some top up. I've known about mental health my whole life. My grandmother suffered from mental health, and was in an asylum, so I understand all of that. But even just recently, there's so many different sides to mental health, so many different names and things that you wouldn't think are mental health actually are mental health. So something as simple as a child with ADHD is mental health.
Yeah.
But we don't treat that person, or I do, but a lot of people do not treat that person as someone with a
Mental health
condition.
addiction, exactly.
We need to start talking more about mental health, because bereavement triggers mental health. So many different things can trigger mental health, and there's so many different styles and types. But it's really interesting learning about them all. That's one thing. It's helped with my teaching, because I can now write better courses, and I understand people when they come into my classroom. I understand something could be going on that I don't know about. And I
Well,
need to make sure that person is safe in my classroom and cared for, and that I've got an understanding that there might be something wrong that day, why they're off and why they're behaving badly. It's just really trying to understand, people's mental health. And then when you're compassionate, the overwhelming thing, one thing I've learned, and that is you can talk someone round from feeling so bad in just 20 minutes. You can turn them from down there to up there, purely by listening to what they are trying to say. And that is such an incredible tool. The cheapest tool I've ever learned. My degrees cost me thousands, but the cheapest tool that I've got is being able to listen
to someone.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
And someone, and that person just wants to talk.
And which brings me to this story that you shared with me. I'm going to show the photo, and this is why I used the words understanding, because you said one of the most proudest achievements that you had was teaching this beautiful woman who suffered meningitis and was on a ventilator and was disabled. Can you take the story up from there?
Yeah, well, this is Zoe Ripley. She's an amazing woman. She was from Chatham, in Medway, and I met her. Basically, she sent me an email asking to do my DJ course, and she said she had a few responsibilities and one thing and the other. And where I was working in Mid-Kent College, I couldn't get her in because I didn't have wheelchair access. Plus, we was in an old rotunda building. For all you know, the old Mid-Kent College building, it's like a really big round building, like one computer in it. People used to look over the sides at. So that kind of old scientific building, and they had no lift. So I went to her house and I said I'll come and see her rather than her trundling to college and I can't help her. So the minute I walked into her house, I was like, yeah, I can help you. Oh, wow, family were amazing, support people were amazing. She was this fantastic 21-year-old girl trapped in her body, absolutely wanted to be a DJ, wanted to entertain, wanted to make songs and be, you know, a hip-hop artist, rap artist. And the family, such lovely carers, lovely people. And I said, yeah, I'll do it, you know, and I didn't have a clue what I was going to do to be able to educate her. So I went back into Canterbury College, which is the love of my life college. I feel very, very emotionally attached to that college, a beautiful place that turned my life around too. And I went in there and I said, look, you know, I've got this girl and I need to get her into college and what to do. And because she had a big chair, she was on a ventilator, although she did drive it with mouth control. We got her in. She did level 1 with me in the evening school, and then I had her for 3 years doing her BTEC level 3, which is the A level in music technology. And I invented this little thing that could help her to click the mouse so that she could do logic on a Mac that I got.
Oh, wow.
College. And she was able to click and drag songs onto the timeline and make beats and stuff like that. And every single, this is what, you know, my heart, you know.
I love you.
Every single essay, which were like 3,000 words, she clicked every letter with her tongue to write these essays, and they were just outstanding. And she got a Kent Learners Award, and you know, I was crying at the back of the crowd. You know, like I'm so proud of her, and you know, I was proud of me for getting her there. And she got offered a place at University of East London, and off she went to carry on with her life. And she was an amazing person. Unfortunately, she's not with us anymore, which really breaks my heart. But I know that the time she did have here, between being 21 and nearly 30, she had the time of her life. She loved learning, and she was big in the game, you know, and she had me. So we had a really great relationship.
I'm all teary-eyed, and then you go, and she had, I'm all teary-eyed, and then you've gone, she's got me.
You know, no, I get all upset and stuff, you know. It's been an emotional week for me, you know what I mean? It really has. So when people say to you, you know, oh, why are you not on Radio 1? It's like, well, actually, I've achieved more. You know, my goal wasn't to be on Radio 1 because I'm a family person.
Yeah,
but I've actually achieved a lot of goals and helped others achieve their goals, which is
and that's
so
what
much
you're
more
about.
sometimes.
That's what, and I can actually vouch for that because, you know, we've known each other for a while, but probably not seen each other because of different circles that we move in. And the beauty of it is that even touching base back, and I know your partner, and you know your partner Dave, he was the first person I actually recorded garage with. He gave me my first break. We made the best tune ever. Do you know what I mean? That I made, and it was just that when you and I reconnected, it was like, you know, we'd been speaking for a long time, and I could feel your energy, and you know, straight away you were like, if you've got this, I can help you, and if you need that, and I can help. And I was like, oh, that's a bit overwhelming. I'm not used to people offering me anything. I'm so used to just bang on doing it myself. I'm not good with accepting help, as I think you can see that today, right? It's like I need to make sure I can do this myself, blah 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 blah, and I'll have my big boo-hoo cry behind, and then I'll, hey, you know. But you, your energy and your spirit was just so beautiful, And that's what I love about you. I'm going to let you get back to some music, but before we do that, I'm just going to click through some. For people who don't know, you know, you've played everywhere. You've played everywhere. I've just chucked up. I so love this feminine pressure picture at the side. You know, you've played everywhere. I also want to drop this in where we're going down to Funky Flex. I've got the Funky.
Definitely been doing your research on me, haven't you?
Oh, mate, trust me. What I don't, you know, that's funny because everyone says that. Everybody that I interview, they go, "Oh my God, you know, you really," and I think, "Oh, give me a break." I am trying my best to make sure that everything about the person who comes on the show is represented. And here's one of my faves, and that's your love. Is that Stacey, right?
Yeah, I look like my dad in that photo. Oh my God.
You make me
that's
laugh.
Stacey, Lady S. That was us. I look so much like my dad.
That is so funny.
And, that was us at the Pirate Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady S. She's been with me now 5 years.
Fantastic.
And she came in as a promoter, and then I grabbed her on board, trained her up, and she's my right-hand girl.
Oh my God.
I absolutely love her.
Yeah,
she's fantastic. I can't. People think we're mother and daughter a lot. So I was either that or they think we're lesbians. We haven't quite worked out which one we are. But actually we're just best friends, and which is worth more than everything. But I probably am very much like a mother. I do care for her in that way.
That's beautiful.
But that's my nature. Do you know what I mean? That's my nature.
Well, I'm good. As because the night is rolling on, and believe it or not, as you can tell, I've got a breakfast show in the morning, and I want people to get some more beautiful music from you. I can't cope. I've still got to go and speak to somebody else after I've spoken to you. I have no idea why I've taken this on board, but I'm hoping that everyone that comes on this show enjoyed themselves and is happy to speak about themselves. And I'm so glad that you shared everything that you have with me today, because I had no idea. And I'm actually doing a bow to you because, woman, you're shit hot. You know your stuff. Trust me. So whoever watches this again, blah, blah, please make sure you listen to what she just tells everybody. She has written the thesis in majority of the colleges around the world and the UK to do with DJing and the thesis of music. Listen. She also mentors. She works in the prison service, and she acts. I'm a mental health first aider. Don't think anyone believes that for a minute, but I am. I've got my certificates. But you are just truly amazing, and I want you to play this night out. Give me another 15, 20 minutes, and before you go, just want to say I love you to bits. Love you to bits. Please give my love to Dave, because if you don't mind me saying, he's not been 100%. We know that, but I wanted to let him know that always in my thoughts, in my prayers, and he's gonna be. And as for you, you're a strong woman.
Thank you very much, Valerie. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to roll off and play a few more tunes now. One tune I'm going to put on. It's a Body Groove remake. And I want to just send, a massive shout out to Ash Architects. We miss you so much. Paul Cartwright misses you so much, my friend. And we're hoping that this next year we can celebrate more about Ash's life and the architects through music. So I know there's a lot of good projects going on in his name. There's a lot of stuff that Point Blank are doing in remembering him, and some charity bits and pieces and trying to help young people. So I will be playing a couple of those, so look out for them in my set in a moment. And I'm going to toodle off over here. Did you notice I took my coat off?
I noticed. Yeah.
I was getting hot, I was getting so hot, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, back in the day I must have been boiling with this old jacket on, because that jacket is actually 30 years old as well. So I dug that out, especially for today.
It looked uber cool, let me tell you that. It looked
uber.
Uber.
You get me?
Everybody, DJ Touch is about to another 15
Okay,
minutes.
I'm gonna go and put on some
Yeah,
tunes.
throw me down a 15 minutes, literally, and I'm going to be dancing, and we'll be off the air in 15 minutes. Love you to bits. Thank you for coming on this show, the Music Shop Show.
Okay.
Everybody,
Love you to bits.
DJ
Thanks for having
Touch.
me. It's been enormous. Thank you.
And while she gets ready, thank you to everyone else in the chat room. I know it's a Friday night, so everybody's doing their own little thing. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. We are not out of lockdown just yet. It doesn't mean because the sun is shining that you should all throw yourselves out there. Just... No, we can't have no internet problems right now. Come on. Round, round, round.
So, Body Groove, it's the Ming Remix Radio E, yeah? Extended mix. Yes, yeah, going out to Ash Architects. All the Body Groove massive. The next one up is Cartex, The Way We Freak. It's so good. We can, and you're ready to make a move. To work in, and violence is smooth. So mundane, and it's just a comedy life. And you know that music really feels life. So you got to make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. You got to let the body groove. Make the body move. So you can feel the music on the move.
Hey! Hey!
Watch out, that'll be my dream
Right,
chart.
so she's finishing in about 5 minutes.
Going out to my Garage Mason. Garage Nation massive, how you doing, yeah? Easy, Mr. Nation. Mr. Bennett too, love you. One more track coming up. It's another fresh one that's not yet out. Track title Go Slow.
Is that okay?
Yeah, Romeo on the vocals. It's not Romeo Dunn, by the way.
Tested while he's there. Is that okay?
Hot off the press, yeah. A bit of freshness. Might finish off with one or two old ones.
Alright then, bye. Freaky, 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 freaky.
There's also freedom. There's time for love. 'Cause I've done it before. I know.
Don't
I
fall.
wanna live life blind to the bruises. I just wanna make sure that you're prepared. And I don't wanna fuss off by the cause it's useless. Nothing ever felt this right, but I'm scared. Go slow, we should take it slow. You got me thinking, should I let it show? Go, we should let it go. And then we're falling, can't help but let it show. Our things fall apart when two broken hearts can't get through the dark. I don't wanna live life blind to the bruises.
Hey,
I just wanna make sure that you're prepared.
hey.
I don't wanna fuss off by the cause it's useless. Nothing ever felt this right, but I'm scared. Go slow, we should take it slow. You got me thinking, should I let it show? Go, we should let it go. Man, we're falling, can't help but let it show. Go slow, we should take it slow. You got me thinking, should I let it show? Go, we should let it go. Man, we're falling, can't help but let it show.
You should let it show.
Last one from me. Signing off with this one. Going out to DJ Fen. Oh my gosh. Love you super, super, super long time. Another promo. So much good music going to be coming out in 2021. So many producers have been hard at it. Over lockdown. Things are going to be getting better. We're going to get through this. We're all in it together. Till next time, signing off with this one. Valerie Maxfield. We need to do this again, girl.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
We're going to do it next time. You're going to be singing next time live, okay? I'm going to be interviewing you, yeah?
No. Good night and God bless you, my darling.
Good night, darling.
Good night, my lovely.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Oh my God. As usual, this is how my Friday nights music shop shows are. We have a musical guest that comes on, does a DJ set, or we play their music. It is very different than those guys who or girls who do a full DJ set, and you know, that's it. This is just how my format is. I hope DJ Touch was very informative. I hope that you got something out of her. You know, excuse any technical glitches, because all her, you know, it was the internet. There was lots of internet glitches, but guess what? It is what it is. We're entertaining ourselves in lockdown, and hopefully we were able to entertain you tonight. Thank you. God bless you. I have now got to go and get myself ready for my first ever breakfast show, which I now do on a Saturday morning, 7 till 10. But I'm actually going to be a DJ. So I'm actually going to be DJing, playing music, and I have a special guest joining me tomorrow. I purposely did no advertising for my guest, because, as you know, it's like if I could have some champagne, it'd be ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And my special guest is joining me tomorrow morning on the 7 to 10 show. Is none other than footballer Kevin Lisby, Charlton, Leighton Orient, played for Jamaica. He still plays football. He coaches, and he still plays part-time for Cray football team. So join me tomorrow on my first breakfast show. God, what have I let myself in for? 7 till 10, when I've got the wonderful Kevin Lisby, and plus all the news from around the world of sport. And feel free, there will be a number tomorrow to join me to talk about anything about sports. So if I drop my little conundrums or whatever, and you want to challenge me, especially you Gooners and you Liverpool supporters, feel free to join me and take me on. I'm ready for you. There is no banter in this world that can take me down. So I'm ready for you on my breakfast show. Wake up to me every Saturday, 7 till 10, with some warm, wonderful music from across the... it's no speciality. It's every sort of music on the breakfast show with me, Valerie Maxfield. In the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. If I don't catch you, obviously you can listen to the replay. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. Peace out.